The Grand Seiko SBGW323 was arguably the quietest release from the brand at Watches and Wonders, but it also arguably has the best style. Before we get into the watch, back in 2022, Grand Seiko kickstarted its efforts to bring forth more mid-sized watches into its catalog. Beforehand, watches largely hovered close to and beyond 40 millimeters, joined by very tiny pieces closer to 30 millimeters. We have since seen multiple iterations of the 36.5mm 44GS, beginning with the limited edition and cherry blossom inspired SBGW289, and then later the leather-strapped SBGW291 and 293 references in 2022. In 2023, 36.5mm 44GS watches sold on a bracelet became a configuration for regular production, with the SBGW297 and 299, along with the US exclusive SBGW309, 311, and 313 that shortly followed. Of course, it is worth mentioning we have seen a 38mm 62GS case enter regular production, and we now have 37mm spring drive watches once again with the new Ice Forest Duo. But furthering the mid-size Grand Seiko conversation, the brand also debuted this SBGW323 at Watches and Wonders 2025 with a light purple dial. The novelty lies entirely in its style, executed in a new light purple color that is inspired by the Kiri flower, the official flower of the Iwate region where Grand Seiko's mechanical watches are made in Studio Shizukuishi. This hue is paired with Grand Seiko's famed Mount Iwate pattern, a radial burst that mimics the snow-covered mountain peaks visible outside Studio Shizukuishi, where the watch is made. The dial is pure, clean, and dateless, with 3 central hands to indicate the hours, minutes, and seconds. One very personal gripe I have with these mid-size variants of the 44GS is their usage of a more traditional, narrower Dauphine handset. I love the more razor-sharp hands we see on the larger watches, such as the one I'm wearing, and find that they better convey the light and shadow dynamics that Grand Seiko is well known for. Am I making sense here or am I talking nonsense? Let me know in the comments. The remaining elements of the design framework are largely familiar, presented in a 100-meter water-resistant stainless steel 44GS case that measures 36.5mm in diameter, 11.6mm thick, and 42.7mm lug to lug, so very compact across the wrist. The 44GS, whether in its more common 40mm size like my SBGH283, or in this midsize we're taking a closer look at today, is well known for its broad, shoulder blade-like lugs that are masterfully Zaratsu finished with a distortion-free mirror-polished surface. Rest the watch on the surface of a magazine or book or hold it against your t-shirt and you will see a perfect reflection with no warping to the text or image, a testament to the skill of the master craftsmen who are pumping out effectively black polished cases at an unheard of price point, at least until Grand Seiko arrived on the scene. It is also once again driven by the brand's entry-level in-house mechanical caliber, the manually wound 9S64 with 72 hours of power reserve and a regulation standard of +5, -3 seconds per day. It is an excellent movement from the brand, but I suspect many of you watching this wish Grand Seiko had an automatic movement inside a watch like this. What do you think? Is the manually wound movement a bit of a deal breaker for you, or do you not mind having to have a bit of a winding ritual? On the one hand, an automatic is more convenient, but the usage of a manually wound caliber does result in a slimmer profile for this watch. Lastly, the bracelet is your standard Grand Seiko bracelet with the 3 broader brush link pieces and 2 narrower polished link pieces. There's no formal micro adjustment, but remember that the half links are more like 2/3 links, and that playing with the combinations can actually create a sense of micro adjustment. For example, having 2 of the half links back to back in place of 1 full link will increase the bracelet length by around 1/3 of a link. Ultimately, I think it's a handsome addition to Grand Seiko's catalog and a color I hope to see incorporated into its Evolution 9 designs with more advanced movements. While the light purple certainly caters to a unisex strategy, its uncommon use in watchmaking could be a nice means of refreshing familiar faces in other segments of the Grand Seiko catalog. With its 100 meters of water resistance, the Grand Seiko SBGW323 is a strong option to purchase considering it is both pretty and robust. Its daily wear capability, though admittedly less convenient as a manual winding watch, blended with its elegant aesthetic, still places it in the robust elegance category I often tout, both beach and boardroom appropriate. Personally, I think this style, or at least the color, would be great for the new 37mm spring drive line with the micro adjustment clasp, perhaps a successor to the Ice Forest Duo, the Kiri Forest. Let us know if you'd want to see such a design as well, because I know I would have loved to have seen it. The Grand Seiko SBGW323 Kiri is now available for purchase, priced at $5,900 US or 8,400 Australian dollars. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the Time+Tide channel for all the latest watch news, reviews, and content. As always, I'll see you on the next one.